Hello students, welcome to yet another biology video. Today we will start with the second chapter of your first unit, that is health and hygiene. After we finish this chapter, your first unit will be completed. The topics that we will cover today in this video are health and diseases. In health we will study about what is health and how to maintain good health. And the second topic, diseases. In this we will study what are diseases and types of diseases, then how communicable disease are spread, and some common communicable disease. In this topic we will learn about their causative agents, their symptoms and prevention. You have 6 different communicable diseases in your course which you have to study. Health. According to WHO, health is a state of complete physical, mental and social well-being and not merely the absence of disease. Now what do we mean by this definition is that even if a person is not carrying any disease, it does not mean that the person is healthy. By this definition we can conclude that we can become a healthy person only if we are without any physical or mental disease, we are not physically handicapped, we are without any social or mental problem, and we should be free from any psychological tensions. All these factors make up a healthy person. So, to maintain good health, what should we do? You should know all this because of this pandemic, it is being repeated every day that we should eat a balanced diet. We should drink clean water. We should regularly exercise at least for 30 minutes every day. We should take care of our personal and also community hygiene. We should stay away from tobacco, alcohol and any kind of drugs. And we should also visit the doctor regularly. We should follow all these points to maintain a good health, to boost our immunity so that we can fight several diseases. Now coming to diseases. Now what is disease? Disease is any abnormal condition of the body or mind that causes discomfort or malfunctioning of body or body organ. By malfunctioning of body or body organs we mean that any condition in which the body deviates from its normal functioning is the malfunctioning of our body. It can be anything ranging from a severe headache to a organ failure. Now diseases are of two types, communicable disease and non-communicable disease. We will learn more about this. We will see the differences between the two. Before that, let us understand what are pathogens. The various disease-causing microorganisms ranging from bacteria and viruses to protozoa and worms are called pathogens or germs. Now these pathogens or germs are responsible for communicable diseases. No communicable disease is spread without these pathogens. Now we come to the types, communicable disease and non-communicable disease. Now by the word only you can make out what communicable and non-communicable means. Communicable disease is also known as infectious or contagious disease. That means it can be spread from one person to another. It is transmitted from one person to another. And also communicable disease is caused by, as I told you, it is caused by certain microorganisms called pathogens. These microorganisms can range from a bacteria, it can be a virus or a fungi or a protozoa or worms. These leads to infection. And non-communicable disease, these are non-infectious disease. That is, it cannot be transmitted from one person to another. Non-infectious disease are caused by a variety of reasons. It can be any deficiency disease like kwashiorkor, marasmus, anemia, anything. Any deficiency disease is a non-communicable disease. It can be because of malfunctioning of an organ. It can be genetic hereditary. It can be because of any allergy, or it can be because of old age, because the immune system gets weak when we become old. So these are the reasons for non-communicable diseases. Now we will look at some examples of communicable and non-communicable diseases. There are thousands of examples. We'll have a look at some of the examples. Communicable diseases which are caused by microorganisms. Some examples are chickenpox, measles, diphtheria, influenza, whooping cough, pertussis, SARS, and a recently added disease that we are all hearing about, COVID-19. Non-communicable disease: cardiovascular disease, diabetes, chronic respiratory disease, and cancer. Cardiovascular, in normal terms we know this as heart attack or heart failure. Diabetes, everyone is very well aware about diabetes. It's very common these days. Cancer and chronic respiratory disease. All these diseases are caused either due to genetical hereditary or because of some malfunctioning of any body organ. Now in your course you have to focus on communicable diseases. So now we will study how communicable diseases are spread. There are various sources through which communicable diseases are transmitted from one person to another. The first one obviously is by direct contact of a healthy person with a contaminated person. Other sources are droplets in the air, contaminated food, contaminated water, and contaminated air, or by insect and animal bites. Now insect and animal bites, we get malaria, dengue, chikungunya through mosquito bites. We get rabies through dog bites. We get plague through rat bites. So all these are sources by which communicable diseases are spread. Now another very important communicable disease is AIDS. This is not transmitted by contaminated food or water or air. Neither is it transmitted by insect or animal bites, but it is transmitted through blood transfusion. What does this mean? This means when blood from a contaminated person is transferred to a healthy person, the healthy person will also get contracted with the disease. So this is blood transfusion. Sexual intercourse by sharing injection needles. That's why we always say that we should use sterilized needles or a new needle always to inject ourselves. Even it is also transmitted from a mother to the child. If a mother is carrying HIV virus, the child will also get it through breastfeeding. Now based on transmitting agents, that is whether it is food or water or air or insects, a disease can either be airborne or waterborne or foodborne or vector-borne. Now what is vector here? A vector is an animal that transmits pathogen from one host to another. Now the host here is the person who has that pathogen in him. He is the host. And when an animal, be it a mosquito, be it a dog or rat or anything, when that animal carries the pathogens from the host to another healthy person, it is called the vector. It is just a carrier of the pathogen. It is not causing the disease, neither the pathogen causes disease to that animal. It is just a carrier. Now examples of vector-borne diseases are malaria, dengue, yellow fever, plague, cholera, typhoid, etc.